Join me today as I make the best faux keen chicken wings on the internet. Stay tuned to see what I mean. Okay, day one of our chicken wings. Gonna go ahead and get these guys ready. I already have these guys cut up into sections. Got the wing tips removed, the drumettes and the wing got separated. Put in a vac seal bag here. First thing we're gonna do is take about 4 scallions. We're gonna cut off the white ends here. Save the greens for later, and then cut off the little root tips. We don't need those either. Those can go in the trash. We're just going to take the white ends and we're just going to slice them thinly. And then these can go in our vac seal bag with the chicken wings. Next, I have about 6 cloves of crushed garlic. Just did this off camera. No need for you to see how to crush garlic. Just scoop that into our bag here. Then, I don't know, about 3/4 of an inch of some fresh ginger. We're just going to cut this into small, about 1/8 inch pieces. And each piece individually, just take our knife and give it a nice smack. See, that'll just crush it up nice and good. Throw that into our bag. No need to try to mince this stuff. It does a pretty nice job just doing it this way. Okay. Next, I have the zest of 1 lime. Put that in our bag. I have the lime that we zested. Cut that in half. We're going to juice 2 limes into our bag. And do our unzested lime. If you really like lime, zest the second one, throw it in there too, but to me that's a bit too much. About 2 to 3 tablespoons of some sriracha. If you like it hotter, do more. If you don't like the heat, don't do any, or don't do as much. 1, 2.5-ish. Got some canola oil here, just to add some volume to this and get the flavors mixed around. Maybe about 1.5 tablespoons of this. 1.5. Here I have some fish sauce. I want to do about 2 tablespoons of this. If you really like fish sauce, feel free to do more, but I would do no less than 2 tablespoons. I'm gonna see that's about 1/2 and 2. Next, about 1/8 teaspoon of some ground clove, and about 1.5 teaspoons to 2 teaspoons of some coriander. Dump that in. And just a bit of sugar, about a tablespoon maybe. Gonna do about 1 tablespoon of our ground chicken powder. And last but not least, some ground pepper. This is just 16 mesh that I use for my seasonings. Just a nice heavy pinch of it, probably about 1 teaspoon in there. Okay, now I'm just gonna get this sealed up, put in the fridge for overnight. I'll bring it back tomorrow to show you the cook. Alright, real quick, this video is brought to you by me. I finally found a vendor whose shirts aren't crap, and after you wash them a few times, they don't just ball up and material falls apart. If you want to purchase some JD's barbecue and bourbon merchandise, I'll put a link in the description below and also in the pinned comment. Alright, it is about 2 hours before I go ahead and start my cook here, but before I do, I want to get these out of the marinade and onto this drying rack to let some of the marinade drip off of them before we start cooking. Let's go ahead and get this opened up. Okay, and we'll get our tongs up and just get these pulled out and set out. That smells so good. Okay, now that our wings are on this drying rack, go ahead and put them back in the fridge for about 2 to 3 hours to let them dry off and get some of the marinade to drip off a little bit, and then we'll get our grill started. See you then. All right, see here we got our grill all cleaned out. This is the Workhorse pit. Have our fire nice and going, getting up to temp. Bring it back out when it's time to get the chicken wings on. Okay, we reached about 300. We're traveling back down about 225 now. Time to get our chicken wings on. Just leave them on this rack here. Just on the left side. Leave them on here about hour and a half to smoke, and then we'll get them cooked on some direct fire. I'll bring you back. All right, I wasn't going to do another update until these were ready to come off, but I had to come put a log on anyway because we're getting down around 200, so take a look at them. They're crisping up nice. I think I'm going to go ahead and just flip them over. Get some smoke on the other side of these. I wish you could smell these. They are amazing. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get my couple logs on, get the tent back up, and I'll bring it back out when it's time to get these fired off. While our chicken is smoking off, we're going to go ahead and build our dipping sauce. We're going to need about a quarter cup of some mayonnaise, a squirt of some sriracha sauce, about a tablespoon and a half to 2 tablespoons, 1, 2, juice of half of a lime, some pepper, and some salt. Give this a quick stir. Put this in the fridge, and I'll see you back outside. All right, we're about ready to pull the chicken off here, so I'm going to get the extra splits of wood out of the way here. Get our firebox opened up. I think you guys can see what I'm doing without removing those racks. So let's go ahead and get our other door open here. What I want to do is I just want to try to kill this fire just a little bit real fast. Break up these remaining splits. Because we're going to use these racks that I got off Amazon to replace the stock racks that came with it that were absolute crap for the cowboy cooker. I'll put a link for these in the description. You can see they actually fit perfectly in this firebox. They have that little bar there that fits right between the angle iron that Workhorse puts on. But yeah, I'm going to let this wood cook down a little bit more, and the chicken's about done, so I'll bring you back here in a few minutes when it's time to get the chicken over the direct fire. All right, you can see here the fire's died down quite a bit. So I'm going to go ahead and get about a quarter of our chicken at a time onto the open flame. Just in case we have some flare-ups, we're not dealing with a lot of individual pieces of chicken. That should about do it. Just kind of let this cook for about a minute per side. Get it flipped over, cook it for another minute, and we'll get some different chicken on here. Really don't see there's going to be a lot of flare-ups, so we'll kind of go ahead and dump the rest of this chicken out. And get it nice and spread out. There. Now, let this go for about a minute per side. I'm going to get these ones right here flipped over first, and then I'll flip the other ones that didn't get put on early enough. And I'll bring you back whenever we're all finished. for a taste test. Alright folks, here I have my chicken wings. All finished up. Put some nice beautiful little garnish on there from the green onions from the marinade. Let's go ahead and give these a shot. Take a look at that. Absolutely amazing. Gonna try one without the sauce, then I'll bring the sauce in for the second bite. Give these a shot. You'll see what I mean by the best pho chicken wings on the internet. Alright, let's try some with our sauce that we made. Absolutely amazing. Please give these a shot. And if you do, let me know down below what you think of them, or if you've tried anything similar. Please let me know. I appreciate it if you go ahead and like and subscribe while you're down there if you're not already. Hope you enjoyed this video, and see you in the next one. Be sure to check out this other amazing video.